Imagine trying to convince a mule to dance. It might seem easier than persuading a stubborn mind to change. Stubbornness, it seems, is akin to being stuck in mental quicksand, where individuals fiercely defend their beliefs and resist new ideas. This innate human trait presents a formidable challenge in both professional and personal contexts, where persuasion often becomes a tug-of-war, consuming a significant portion of our work lives, around 40%, to be precise. Despite the prevalence of persuasion attempts, conventional tactics such as coercion, incentives, and logical arguments frequently fail to penetrate the fortress of stubbornness. Why? Because they overlook the nuances of human psychology, missing the mark on how our quirky brains operate. But amid this challenge lies a glimmer of hope, a silver lining reminiscent of the horse whisperers who can tame even the most stubborn stallions. There exists a way to transform rigid opinions into malleable putty without resorting to explosive confrontations. The key lies in mastering the art of persuasion, a skill that can revolutionize both professional success and personal relationships. Yet, this isn't about overpowering or outsmarting others, it's about understanding the subtle mechanics of human behavior and using them to gently guide opinions and decisions. Enter the realm of persuasion, a domain where finesse triumphs over force, where understanding trumps coercion. Just as a skilled horse whisperer employs patience, empathy, and subtle cues to influence the behavior of the horse, effective persuaders harness the power of psychology to sway minds without causing resistance. In this blank, we embark on a journey to unravel the secrets of persuasion, exploring the techniques and insights that can turn even the staunchest skeptics into allies. Through a deeper understanding of human nature and behavior, we uncover the tools needed to navigate mental barriers and win others over to our perspective. So, if you've ever found yourself facing an immovable object, whether in the boardroom or the living room, fear not. By mastering the principles of persuasion, you can navigate the labyrinth of stubbornness with finesse and grace, achieving your objectives while preserving relationships and harmony. This blink serves as a beacon of guidance, offering practical strategies and profound insights to empower you on your journey to becoming a master persuader. Attempting to alter someone's perspective can often feel akin to a Herculean task, akin to pushing a stubborn boulder up a steep incline. This uphill battle is largely due to the intricate workings of our brain, where two distinct forces, the inquiring mind and the instinctive mind, engage in a constant tug-of-war. While the inquiring mind favors logical reasoning and critical thinking, the instinctive mind, fueled by emotions and gut instincts, reigns supreme in about 95% of our decision-making processes. Consequently, much of our behavior is guided more by visceral feelings than by rational thought processes. When individuals adamantly cling to their beliefs, it's typically the sway of their instincts, rather than the sway of logic, that dictates their actions. This unwavering commitment to personal opinions can be attributed to three primary factors: identity, ideology, and intuition. Identity prompts individuals to favor ideas endorsed by their social group, while rejecting those originating from perceived outsiders. Ideology acts as a filter, screening information to align with preconceived worldviews, while intuition often overrides factual evidence in favor of instinctual gut feelings. In attempting to sway someone's viewpoint, their brain instinctively poses the question, will this challenge my sense of self, my beliefs, or my gut instincts? Effectively communicating with them, therefore, hinges on acknowledging and addressing these emotional considerations. By recognizing the emotional underpinnings of their resistance, one can engage in more empathetic and tailored persuasion techniques. Armed with this understanding, individuals can then assemble a diverse repertoire of persuasive strategies, encompassing 5 key components that will be explored in subsequent sections. Reframing, the first technique in the art of persuasion, delves into the subtle yet powerful ways of reshaping perceptions and altering entrenched opinions. It's akin to changing the lens through which individuals view a situation, making the familiar appear in a new and more favorable light. Priming, one facet of reframing, involves planting seeds of influence by strategically introducing specific words, numbers, or experiences that predispose individuals to perceive the situation in a desired manner. This psychological maneuver capitalizes on individuals' cognitive biases and expectations, subtly nudging them towards the desired perspective. For instance, a simple change in terminology, like referring to a used car as pre-owned, can evoke more positive associations, highlighting the impact of language on perception. Contrast, another key aspect of reframing, operates by juxtaposing contrasting elements to amplify disparities and induce cognitive dissonance. By highlighting the inconsistency between individuals' beliefs and actions, contrast prompts introspection and encourages them to realign their perspectives. This technique is particularly effective when individuals are confronted with the stark contrast between their stated intentions and their actual behaviors, compelling them to reconsider their stance and embrace change. Moreover, contrast can be reinforced by engaging individuals in dialogue or reflection, enabling them to articulate their views and recognize incongruities independently. Furthermore, the power of language plays a pivotal role in reframing, as the choice of words can significantly influence emotional responses and receptivity to ideas. By tailoring language to resonate with the audience's values and preferences, communicators can enhance the persuasiveness of their message and foster deeper connections with their audience. Additionally, incorporating elements of humor, rhyme, or surprise can inject vitality into the message, capturing attention and evoking curiosity. These linguistic devices serve to break down barriers and create a more engaging and memorable communication experience, thereby facilitating the reframing process. Ultimately, mastering the art of reframing empowers individuals to not only convey their message effectively but also inspire meaningful shifts in perspective and behavior. By skillfully employing techniques such as priming, contrast, and strategic language use, communicators can navigate psychological barriers and cultivate receptivity to new ideas. In a world inundated with information and competing narratives, the ability to reframe discussions and shape perceptions is a valuable tool for influencing attitudes, driving change, and fostering deeper understanding and collaboration among diverse stakeholders. Building affinity, the second technique in the arsenal of persuasion, revolves around fostering genuine connections and rapport with others to sway them towards your viewpoint. Research by Harvard's Alison Wood Brooks revealed the profound impact of simple gestures of empathy, such as acknowledging shared experiences like rainy weather, in significantly increasing receptiveness to requests. This phenomenon underscores the importance of building affinity, which entails creating a sense of mutual understanding and camaraderie between individuals. At its core, building affinity involves establishing a connection where others feel understood, valued, and able to relate to you on a personal level. By emphasizing shared experiences and commonalities, individuals can cultivate a sense of solidarity and rapport that transcends superficial interactions. This approach not only facilitates smoother interactions but also lays the groundwork for persuading others to align with your perspective. 3 key strategies facilitate the process of building affinity and fostering meaningful connections. Firstly, reframing disagreements as opportunities for collaboration rather than confrontational battles can diffuse tension and encourage constructive dialogue. By prioritizing mutual understanding and progress over winning arguments, individuals can build trust and rapport while navigating differences of opinion. Secondly, embracing vulnerability and authenticity can deepen connections and engender trust. By acknowledging one's own flaws and uncertainties, individuals demonstrate humility and sincerity, which are essential components of building genuine rapport. Moreover, incorporating self-deprecating humor can further humanize individuals and make them more relatable and approachable. Finally, finding common ground and highlighting shared goals and values can bridge differences and strengthen connections. Whether through verbal agreement, mirroring body language, or identifying shared interests, individuals can forge bonds that transcend differences and create a foundation for mutual understanding and collaboration. By leveraging these strategies, individuals can effectively build affinity and enhance their persuasive influence in various interpersonal interactions. In the realm of persuasion, technique number 3 emphasizes the importance of preserving the dignity of the individual whose beliefs you seek to influence. Similar to coaxing a reluctant cat off a counter, pushing too forcefully against someone's convictions often elicits stubborn resistance rather than fostering receptivity to change. Therefore, the key lies in allowing individuals to maintain their sense of pride and dignity throughout the persuasion process. Central to preserving the other person's dignity is addressing their underlying fears and concerns associated with embracing new ideas or perspectives. It's not the change itself that intimidates individuals, but rather the potential loss of pride, power, or the security of familiarity. Employing techniques like the feel/felt/found approach enables empathetic acknowledgement of the other person's emotions, while gently introducing alternative viewpoints in a non-threatening manner. The goal is to make the proposed idea feel comforting and familiar, akin to a cozy sweater rather than an uncomfortable woolen blanket. Another powerful strategy involves the strategic use of questions to prompt introspection and self-reflection in the individual without evoking defensiveness or resistance. By guiding them to articulate and evaluate their own beliefs and assumptions, individuals are more likely to recognize the limitations or inconsistencies in their reasoning. This approach fosters a sense of autonomy and empowerment, as individuals arrive at new insights on their own accord rather than feeling coerced or pressured. Additionally, offering individuals a range of options and allowing them a sense of control over the decision-making process can significantly enhance receptivity to change. By presenting choices and demonstrating respect for their autonomy, individuals are more inclined to consider alternative perspectives and willingly engage in collaborative problem-solving. Ultimately, effective persuasion hinges on cultivating a respectful and empathetic dialogue that honors the dignity and autonomy of the individual throughout the persuasion journey. Technique number 4 delves into the powerful influence of conformity on human behavior and how it can be harnessed to sway others' opinions or actions. Fundamentally, humans have an innate drive to belong and conform to group norms, a trait that can be leveraged to your advantage in the art of persuasion. The first strategy in harnessing the power of conformity is through social proof, wherein individuals are influenced by observing others' behaviors or opinions. By highlighting endorsements from peers or presenting ideas as widely accepted and admired, you can create a sense of popularity and desirability around your proposition. Utilizing scarcity tactics, such as indicating limited availability or high demand, can further amplify the allure of the idea by triggering fear of missing out, FOMO, among individuals. Another approach involves leveraging herd mentality, where group cohesion and consensus drive individual behavior. When a significant portion of a group supports an idea or action, others are more likely to follow suit to maintain harmony and alignment. Timing is crucial in capitalizing on herd mentality, as it's easier to ride the momentum of an existing trend rather than initiating a new one. Activities that foster group synchronization, like singing or shared laughter, can enhance the sense of unity and facilitate collective acceptance of the proposed idea. Reciprocity, the third strategy, capitalizes on the human inclination to repay kindness or favors received from others. By extending favors or privileges to individuals, you establish a sense of indebtedness, prompting them to reciprocate the gesture in return. Meaningful, unexpected favors tailored to the individual's preferences are particularly effective in eliciting gratitude and fostering a sense of obligation. Additionally, requesting a small favor from the other person can subtly enhance their perception of you and strengthen the bond between you. By understanding and strategically applying these principles of conformity, you can significantly influence individuals or groups, tapping into their innate desire to belong and cooperate. Whether aiming to sway opinions, spur action, or foster collaboration, recognizing the psychological drivers behind conformity offers valuable insights into shaping human behavior and attitudes. Technique number 5 delves into the power of empathy and influencing others' perspectives and behaviors. Empathy involves stepping into another person's shoes, understanding their mindset, and connecting with their experiences and emotions. By employing empathy, you can effectively navigate resistance and foster genuine understanding and receptiveness to your ideas. One approach to employing empathy is by humanizing issues and principles, anchoring abstract concepts in relatable personal stories and experiences. By highlighting individual narratives and emotions, you make your arguments more compelling and resonate on a deeper level with your audience. Personal anecdotes and tangible examples serve to evoke empathy and elicit a stronger emotional response, ultimately influencing attitudes and beliefs. Another empathetic strategy involves posing hypothetical questions and engaging in thought exercises to encourage nuanced thinking and perspective-taking. By framing questions in a non-confrontational manner and prompting individuals to consider alternative viewpoints, you facilitate introspection and openness to new ideas. These thought-provoking questions challenge rigid narratives and stimulate critical reflection, paving the way for greater receptivity to differing perspectives. Additionally, employing empathy entails leveraging immersive experiences to evoke empathy and foster empathy in others. Whether through real-life immersion in diverse perspectives or utilizing technology like virtual reality, VR, to simulate unfamiliar experiences, the goal is to enable individuals to genuinely empathize with others' viewpoints. By providing opportunities for individuals to walk in another's shoes and vicariously experience different perspectives, you cultivate empathy and promote greater understanding and empathy. In conclusion, empathy serves as a cornerstone in the art of persuasion, enabling you to bridge divides, foster connection, and inspire change. By integrating empathy with other persuasive techniques, such as reframing, building affinity, preserving dignity, and harnessing conformity, you can effectively dismantle barriers and influence attitudes and behaviors. Empathy not only enhances communication and rapport but also cultivates empathy and fosters meaningful engagement, ultimately facilitating positive outcomes and mutual understanding. In the realm of persuasion, navigating through stubborn minds can often feel like traversing a labyrinth of resistance. Understanding the psychological underpinnings behind entrenched beliefs is paramount. People's identities, ideologies, and intuitions are deeply intertwined with their convictions, making them formidable barriers to change. However, armed with the right arsenal of persuasion tactics, one can gradually dismantle these barriers and sow the seeds of new perspectives. When met with stubborn resistance, it's essential to approach the situation with finesse rather than brute force. Reframing the narrative can be a powerful tool in shifting entrenched viewpoints. By presenting familiar ideas in a new light, individuals may become more receptive to alternative perspectives. This technique allows for a subtle but effective redirection of thought, paving the way for constructive dialogue and mutual understanding. Building affinity and rapport is another pivotal aspect of persuasive communication. By forging genuine connections and demonstrating empathy, individuals can establish a sense of trust and camaraderie with others. This lays the foundation for open-mindedness and receptivity to new ideas. Moreover, preserving the other person's dignity and sense of autonomy is crucial in fostering a respectful exchange of viewpoints. By acknowledging their perspective and validating their experiences, individuals can cultivate an atmosphere of mutual respect and collaboration. Incorporating the power of conformity and social proof can also be instrumental in swaying stubborn minds. Humans are inherently social creatures, wired to seek validation and acceptance from their peers. By leveraging the herd mentality and highlighting consensus among like-minded individuals, one can subtly influence others' opinions and behaviors. Additionally, employing empathy as a persuasive tool can bridge the gap between differing viewpoints. By understanding and validating others' emotions and experiences, individuals can foster empathy and compassion, laying the groundwork for meaningful dialogue and reconciliation. In conclusion, while changing stubborn minds may present its challenges, it is not an insurmountable task. By employing a strategic blend of persuasion techniques, individuals can navigate through resistance and cultivate an environment conducive to change. By reframing narratives, building affinity, preserving dignity, leveraging conformity, and practicing empathy, individuals can unlock the potential for transformative dialogue and mutual growth. So, the next time you encounter resistance, remember to approach the situation with patience, empathy, and strategic persuasion tactics. With persistence and understanding, even the most entrenched beliefs can evolve, paving the way for newfound understanding and collaboration.
With steadfast commitment, I've dedicated myself to curating this audiobook summary, pouring my heart, time, and resources into it, all with the intention of making a positive impact on individuals like you, those driven by a growth mindset, a penchant for success, and a thirst for knowledge. This endeavor is not only a labor of love for fellow enthusiasts but also a legacy I wish to leave for my children and future generations. In return for your invaluable support, I humbly request your engagement through likes, shares, and subscriptions, as well as enabling notifications for our latest releases. Your participation ignites my passion for creating content that uplifts and motivates, propelling us forward on this journey of personal growth and enlightenment. Thank you for being an indispensable part of our community dedicated to fostering positive change.